coming into the domain of KMA, be rest assured that from the 1st of May, those cattle will be killed and be given to the Kumasi Central Prison for feeding. Especially the areas from the airport leading up to Menchia. I cannot sit here and let visitors get to this beautiful airport. And when they're driving to Menchia, all that they encounter is feces from cattle. This is unacceptable. There's something we are going to do. And that is where I need your support. As for me, I don't like reporting too many things to the police. I don't want a situation whereby we'll put in place a police team, we'll go arrest people, and then they go to the police station, they find their own means, and they are back on the street. That would be a waste of time and resources for me. So I have my own democratic military style, which I'll be implementing. When we say leave this space, and you don't leave this space, and I get there, I am not lucky, and my boys are with me, there and then, we'll beat you. There, in the middle of a doom. If you're not lucky, if I'm alone, you'll be lucky. But if I'm there, and my 10 boys are in their pickup with me, with their hips, trust me, there's something we're going to do. And that is where I need your support. As for me,
$11 million was paid for Pualuku Dam when there was no even sand at the site. Mr. Speaker, I heard the former finance minister saying that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is terminating and that he's a terminator one. Don't worry, you've not seen anything yet. Mr. Speaker, the Pualugu Dam, those who chop that money will be terminated. Mr. Speaker, you see the agenda 111, $400 million. You will account for it. If you don't, termination. Mr. Speaker, you see the most expensive hole that is dug in Accra. Mr. Speaker, you see the cathedral, the most expensive hole in the whole of West Africa. Mr. Speaker, do you know one of the most shameful aspects of that hole? They went to Israel to go and import stone, a huge gravel stone. They carried it, paid money for it, to come and put. Are you building voodoo house? Mr. Speaker, that is more than $50 million. Wallahi, termination. We would terminate you if you don't pay that money. Now let me advise you. Those of you who stole money, Oral Chairman is here. And I am so happy.
As Minister for Energy and Green Transition, currently my vision is simple. I want all the 1,346 containers accounted for. 1,346 containers. Whatever it takes, I'll bring those containers to where they ought to be. Mr. Speaker, let me set the record straight. And if my good friend, Professor, will listen to me, there's not been any inconsistency. At the transition committee, Honorable Yarga was there. They gave us a figure of 3,000. Then they told us it had incurred demurrage of 1.5 billion. I was sworn into office on the 17th. On the 24th, I visited the harbor. At the harbor, I was told the containers were 2,500. That is what aroused my suspicion. I didn't say at the harbor that the containers are 2,500. I couldn't have counted 2,500 containers instantaneously. And so from 24th, I went to brief the president on 27th. And by 31st, I had established this committee. There was media coverage. And we took Professor Senyo. He's a chartered procurement expert. The report was submitted just this week. It was during the presentation of the report that the committee told me that contrary to the figures they were giving you, over 1,300 containers cannot be accounted for. These are the facts and nothing but the facts. Mr. Speaker, these are the facts. So those who are on social media and trying to play the political game, let me assure you, it will not deter me. Yesterday, when President Mahama called me, his message was simple. Jinapo, you have my full backing, go the full throttle. ECG, I had the privilege of chairing the board in July. Because I'm a businessman, the first question I ask myself is that how can ECG award a contract? And when the contract is awarded, all the person does is deliver at the port, present bill of lading, and request for payment. I said, with the greatest respect, I don't want to use a word. This is Parliament. I was shattered. I said, how? And ECG would have to pay. So I realized that ECG was paying a lot of bills when they have not even had access to the goods. And when you ask them, I asked the procurement manager, director of procurement, a question. I said, why did he say, oh, Chairman, this is the practice since. This is the practice. And they will bring you document. I listened to Honorable Member for Secondary, lawyer, you from Secondary, question meeting. And I am adopting his submissions as though they were mine. The time has come. This politics, somebody says MPP, NDC, it's a system problem that I will any day support this minister to embark on reforms. How come containers at the ports, containers that have arrived, the bureaucracy at our ports, they say the containers are missing. Mr. Speaker, it is true that when these containers come, there is some connivance with some customs officials, and they sell these containers, these cables that ECG needs after the supplier has been paid. They sell the container, and then people resell back to ECG. Are we pretending we don't know? Instead of us to pay attention and kill the rots, then we come here, then MPP, NDC, so now they say, oh, maybe it's happening on the MPP, it's happening on the NDC. No. And Honorable Minister, I know what you can do. If we can give you support to do it, you must adopt a posture, a non-partisan posture, and tackle the rots.
You can choose to label whatever you want to label. You can choose to follow the committee's report. You can choose to read from what you are reading. You can choose to play the video from Honorable Afenyomakin. But let me tell you something. Containers getting missing at the port, it will be very mischievous for you to link it to the people at the top.
Why? Really?
I said, yes, because it's not part of the person's day-to-day. But even if so, you want to link it to the person at the top. It is only when, unless I sit here and you have you been fully notified that when I heard about the containers being auctioned, I didn't do anything about it. I sat aloof and left it. Well, how would that have been? Well, you wrote a letter that was not responded to. Is that my fault? That's not action enough. So what do I do? It's not effort that we're measuring. So what should I do? We're measuring results. If you were me, you said it's a discussion. If you were me, what would you do? No. Have you also cited a document where ECG reported the matter to the police? Have you cited that? You reported the auctioning of the containers to the police. You are just saying it. I'm asking you, have you cited the letter? There's a letter in circulation similar to that. There's one that I have told you, my brother. You are trying to drag me into responding to this report. All attempts, and if you ask me another question that doesn't pertain to how the containers come out, I'll say you run out of your questions. Let's have it. Let's call it a good night. In fact, the more reason why I'm dwelling on the procurement is because that's the heart of the conversation that we're having. Go and read the Attorney General's opinion on procurement. If you've read the Attorney General and on your Saturday show, Edwiji Tamaklo exhausted that conversation. Well, we had that conversation, and the proposal was that if there's supposed to be now a review of that position, then so be it. Then they should go ahead. And does the law apply retrospectively? Does the law apply retrospectively? The mischief you are trying to look for, please, let's halt and let's unify and stop trying to look for names. Let's unify and try and solve the problem.
What is the difference between the ordinary thief and a political thief? Number one, the ordinary thief steals your money, your bag, your watch, and your jewelry, isn't it? But the political thief steals your future, your career, your education, your health, and your business. Number two, the hilarious part is that the ordinary thief will choose whom to rob. But you are the one who choose the political thief to rob you. Because we choose them. We vote them. We blindly say we are not blind. Who is deceiving who? The ridiculous part of the whole issue is that we will fight to defend and protect our belongings from the ordinary thief. Is it not? But we fight each other to defend and protect the political thief. Is that not what we do? Thugs will be fighting themselves to protect those that are stealing our career, stealing our joy, stealing our health, stealing our success. What a shame.
Government is broke, government is broke. But people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.